You ever lose that one game-changing employee and you never saw it coming? It wasn't about money. It wasn't about title. It was something closer, something you missed. A Gallup survey found that 75% of people quit their job because of their manager. And 70% of engagement is leadership driven. People don't leave jobs, they leave dysfunction. Quiet, tolerated, leadership made dysfunction. So today we're naming 3 leadership sins that quietly drive your best people away. And I'm going to show you how to fix them before your team walks out the door. The communication chasm. This is where clarity goes to die. This isn't just not enough updates. It's where direction vanishes into fog. Priorities shift without warning. People feel blindsided. High performers want to understand why their work matters. If they're stuck decoding vague goals or chasing ghost updates or hearing 5 different versions of the same plan, motivation tanks fast. And when communication feels like a one-way broadcast, that's not leadership. That's just noise. And it gets worse when there's no feedback loop. There's no way to clarify. There's no honest back and forth. Top talent doesn't want to be talked at. They want to be part of something that actually talks with them. The Harvard Business Review says poor communication slashes productivity up to 25%. You add in trust erosion, missed goals, slow decisions, and you've got a leadership fail that's bleeding your team dry. The best people won't keep guessing. They'll go somewhere where the lights are on and the path is clear. The trust vacuum. Micromanagement kills more careers than failure ever did. Micromanagement says,
I don't trust you.
Loudly, constantly, and with bullet points. Your best people don't want babysitters. They want space, ownership, and a chance to solve real problems without you peeking over their shoulder every 30 minutes. Instead, they get
just do it my way.
Constant check-ins, and no room to try something different. And guess what? The spark dies. 58% of employees say micromanagement kills their productivity and their morale. It's exhausting, it's insulting, and it tells your team that their ideas don't matter. The worst part is it usually comes from fear. Leaders clinging to control instead of building capability. Delegation gets buried under busy work. Development stalls. And your top talent starts wondering,
is this really it?
Empowerment isn't handing off scraps. It's trusting people with something meaningful and then backing them up. If that's missing, don't be shocked when your team checks out before they check out. The growth graveyard, when potential dies on the vine. Now this one hurts because it's usually not malicious, it's just neglect. Your top performers crave growth. They want stretch assignments, feedback, recognition, a future. But if they're stuck doing the same thing on loop with zero support, that's career stagnation, wrapped in a paycheck. So the growth graveyard happens when development becomes optional, when mentoring fades, when feedback is either rare, vague, or only shows up when something's wrong. That's not a culture of growth. That's a culture of drift. And high achievers don't wait around to be noticed. They want to be coached, they want to be challenged, and seen. 79% of people who quit say lack of appreciation played a big role. If you're not actively recognizing their effort, you're passively telling them it doesn't matter. And when people feel invisible, they go somewhere they're not. Are any of these sins showing up in your leadership style? This is a safe place. Let me know in the comments down below. And even if this one hits too close to home, it's not too late to course correct. Share this with another leader who might need a mirror or a flashlight. And if you've seen these sins in the wild or committed them yourself, let me know. Drop a comment. Let's talk about what real leadership actually looks like. Losing a great employee isn't just sad. It's expensive, it's disruptive, and totally avoidable. The communication chasm confuses. The trust vacuum smothers. The growth graveyard stalls ambition. These aren't oops moments. They're fixable patterns, but only if you're willing to face them. The best leaders aren't perfect. They're just awake. Awake to how their actions ripple. Awake to how their culture really works. Awake to the fact that retention isn't about perks. It's about purpose. Steer clear of these leadership sins, and you won't just keep your best people. You'll finally unlock what they're capable of. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with a new episode. And as always, no fluff, no Kool-Aid, just clarity.